Hi, welcome to Spycret Circumvention. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of how to actually play this game. So I'm just going to go through the components with you and how we start a game. Okay, so at the beginning of your turn, everybody will have taken and chosen one of the player cards. For the purposes of this video, I've got Agent Black. I've already taken 3 weapon gadget cards from the deck for my hand. I've taken from the bag, this is the prototype, so your bag will actually be red. From the bag, I've taken 3 clue tokens, ready to begin the game, and also I've taken some money from the bank. I've taken a 20 and 2 ones. Now again, this is prototype, so these are laser cut, but in the actual game they are paper money. So that's what you need in order to start the game. Then you begin by, first of all, taking a ground zero card to find out where your agent pawn actually starts the game. This one is Switzerland. I get to keep that on the side, and that'll tell me that my pawn will start in Switzerland. Okay, so that's my starting point. That's the only relevance that you've got with these ground zero cards, is just where you're going to start the game from. The next thing you have to do as players is you need to throw this red dice. As you've seen from a different video that I put on how to snatch the briefcase, this will determine who gets to keep the briefcase at the beginning of the game. That red dice then goes to the side. The only time you need to use that from now on would be any dueling. Okay, so what's the idea? So the idea is by the end of the game that you have got at least 6 active clue tokens. As you can see here, I've only got 2 at the moment, but these are a secret. You need to collect as many of these as you can because other players' agents can steal these from you. Your weapon cards are for when you need to battle attack packs, which I'll show you in a moment. You don't need any specific number of weapon cards in order to win the game. What you do need again is 6 of these. You need to own the briefcase. You need to have 100 euros and you need a security pass. So I'm going to show you how you get those right now. Okay, and that basically is by rolling the die and moving yourself around this board in a strategic way. Obviously you're going to evade other agents if you're the one that's got the briefcase, because you don't want them stealing the briefcase off you. From the other video that I put together, you will find out how to snatch a briefcase, like I've said, so you need to watch that as well. They go really well together, these two. So we would start by throwing an actual the dice and then decide where we wanted to go. So for instance, I know I need to collect clue tokens, so that's something I want to do. I'm going to work my way around the board. 1, 2, 3, I'm going to stop there. That particular one is take a clue token from the bag. Okay, so you just put your hand in and get a clue token from the bag. Just take a look at it. Okay, there you go, that's good for me. That's another one of them. So let me just show you then. I'm not going to throw the dice anymore and show you how to get around the board. I just want to talk to you about these different cards. Okay, so if we are landing on a purple dot, then that means you take a hit and miss. What kind of hit and miss things have we actually got in this deck? We've got one like this. You have found a clue token. For that particular card, again, you can take a clue token from the bag. You want to keep doing that because, as you'll know from the other video, if you own the red clue token, then you've got a chance to win the game and snatch a briefcase at the very, very end. So you want to keep that a secret. So you want to keep looking for that in the bag. Even if you've already got all your 6, you should carry on collecting more. As I said, other people can steal them from you. What else have we got in here? Okay, this is the disguise card. This card actually allows you to use it once and be undetected by a villain from an attack pack. Once you've used it, you can discard it. And it's got a little story on the side as well. So you would keep that in your hand, ready for when an attack came. Another kind of hit and miss is the one that tells you that you can call on an ally. I already talked about that in the snatching the briefcase video. So you would take an ally. So allies allow you to steal clue tokens from other people, other players. This particular one, Dr. Chocolate, he will allow you to actually steal up to 3 tokens from a different agent. So the idea is that that's why you need to collect as many clue tokens, because people are going to steal them from you. What else do we have in the hit and miss? Okay, we have this. This is really important. This is your security pass. This is the only way that you're going to be able to find your security pass, and you cannot win the game without it. Unless, of course, you're stealing the slot. You don't have to have it then. So what you do when you take that particular card is you pick up the security pass deck, and you look through that for your particular agent. Here it is. So this agent is Agent Black. I now have my security pass and I get to keep that. Another type of card that you might have is one to collect the weapon and gadget card, so you can take another one of them and you can have that in your hand. You can only have a maximum of 4 weapon gadget cards in your hand at any one time, but you can continue to pick them up. So if you're not happy with your hand and you were to either land on this particular icon here, which it matches the weapon card, you can take a card. If you want to keep that one, you can swap it with another. If not, then you can just discard that card to the discard pile. Okay, so that's that one. Another card that you can take from the hit and miss, and this is actual the hit, one that you don't actually want. This is that you've run into an attack pack. And again, if you've watched the video on Snatch of the Briefcase, then you'll see how this actually works. Anyway, you turn over an attack pack and you take a look. This one's criminal, and you need to match their damage value of 3. You need to win that in order to carry on, otherwise you have to carry out what it says on the card. Okay, so if you have a look through your deck, that one's no good, that one's only a 1, that's a 3, that's a 1. Okay, here I'm going to have to take a hit. I can't do anything with the cards I've actually got. However, I could, if I wanted to, use the Pendagger. And the reason I could use that is, yes, it's got the same value of a 3, but if I add 10 euros, then I can make that a 4. So I could do that. I could swap that out, get some change. I could pay that, and I could beat the criminal. And then I have to get rid of my actual weapon. And now I'm down to 3. Another one of those cards is Snatch the Briefcase and Run. You would have seen that in the other video. And then on and on they go. Okay, so as you've seen, lots of weapons, lots of different actions that you can do with the weapons. And you get them from landing on there or taking a card from here. The attack pack, the only way that the attack pack can actually attack you is from a hit and miss card. There isn't any other action on this board that will allow that to happen. Your agent ally cards, like I said, they're here if you land on this square, or if you get a card like that with the icon on, that's when you get an agent ally. Agent allies are good, like I've already mentioned, because they will allow you to steal clue tokens from other players. And that is pretty much it really. So if you're going around the board, obviously you want to be landing on the money squares because you want to be collecting the money, because you need 100 euros to get out. When you get to the end and you feel you have the briefcase, you've got the 6 clue tokens at least as a minimum, you've got your 100, you've got your security pass, you make your way to the end, and that is where you declare to all the other players what you actually have in your hand. So you say, here's my 100 euros, here's my 6 clue tokens, here's my security pass. And it is at that point, if another player has the secret token, they can throw that in and they can say, I'm going to duel you, I'm going to come and snatch that briefcase off you, and they can take the winning slot. Otherwise, if nobody's got that one, or if you've actually got that one as well, then you are the winner. So I hope that's helped you to see the way that you can play the game in a snapshot. Usually takes about half an hour to 45 minutes to play a game, and it's quite fast paced, so enjoy.